Hey guys, so as I've recently mentioned in my booktube newbie tag video, I am actually studying for a creative writing degree at University of Bedfordshire. I'm currently studying in Luton. I'm from Milton Keynes originally, but yeah, I'm in my last year of uni now and that's quite a scary thought. But as I recently got into booktube, and I always love talking about writing anyway with my course friends and things, my family, I thought I'd just I'd just talk about it a little bit because I think it's quite an interesting topic. Obviously it's what I do, but I thought I might also be able to give some advice if anyone would like it from the booktube community. So basically I thought for my first video on this, I thought I would do something on writing YA or writing young adult fiction, which is what I do myself. I love reading it, I love writing it, so I thought why not start off with that, okay? Well, the first thing you probably have to think about when you're writing YA is character. That's one of the biggest things. Usually in YA, I know in a lot of YA, not in all YA, but in a lot of it, you'll have characters who are usually strong female protagonists mostly. If you think about Divergent or The Hunger Games or all the series of that as well that come from those. There's also obviously lots of different stories, like you've got the most recent Lunar Chronicles series, which I have just here. All these books that you can see in the background. Pretty much most of them in my bookcase are all YA. I love writing it, I love reading it. What I have tended to write for mine is a lot of young adult thrillers with I've taken a lot of inspiration from Sophie Mackenzie, who's written a lot of, you've got her book Girl Missing, which is about this young girl called Lauren who ends up finding out that she's actually missing and that she was stolen away when she was a small child. And you've got the series that follows that one as well. But she has written a lot of books and I've taken a lot of inspiration from her in terms of characters and plot and things that can happen in the story. She doesn't tend to write a lot of young adult fantasy, which I've been reading a lot more and writing a lot more of lately. But she is my beginning influence. She's the one that I've liked from the first time that I started writing young adult. I wrote a lot of stuff on Wattpad before I joined university. I don't know if you've ever used the site. It's kind of a story sharing website, and it's just, you can just post any get a lot of interesting teenager based stories on there that can be romances. There's a lot of fantasy stuff on there, but I love that, and that's what I started off with using before I even thought about writing novels and sending them off to publishers and things like that. But now that I'm in my final year, that's kind of what I've been doing. But as I said, yeah, you have to think a lot about character. Character is one of the biggest things personally for me when I write. I always put character first. Obviously it's going to be different for everybody, but I love character driven stories, to be quite honest. I just love someone who kind of changes over the course of the book. Maybe they're quite shy, or they don't think they can do much at the very beginning, but then they kind of grow over the course of the book, and you get that in a lot of different parts of the genre and in lots of different genres as well, but especially in young adult you get a lot of coming of age stories, and I think they're really interesting myself. Another one is to think about is plot, so what's going to happen in your story. It depends what part of the genre you're using. So if you're using young adult fantasy, then you might have completely different settings to use, like a secondary world maybe that's kind of, if you imagine like the Lunar Chronicles series, which is set in a futuristic world. If you think of futuristic worlds, they're going to have completely different a different setting to use, so your story is going to be plotted completely differently to like a young adult contemporary, but they'll all have interesting qualities that make up the plot as the story goes throughout the book. It depends what kind of part of the genre you use again, but personally I was writing thrillers, but now I've kind of, in my other stuff, I've changed to fantasy, as I've mentioned before. In the last year of my degree, for most of my assignments I've been writing young adult fantasy. I'm doing that for my final project, my special project, which is my kind of 12,000 word dissertation, I suppose. I've recently submitted a fantasy piece for one of my assignments, because that's one of our units as well. But I love all forms of the genre. I love the character, trying to form good plots that are going to keep people interested. If, say, you write part of a novel and then it's published one day, you want to keep the people that you're writing to, the people that's going to pick up the book, you want them to keep interest in it, and that's what's the most important part. If you think about setting as well, setting's another important part of it. Like I said, it depends what part of the genre you use, but contemporary worlds are going to be very much kind of relatable worlds that are, or just very relatable settings to what we know now, I suppose. But young adult fantasy, you could be creating a completely different world, so you're going to have to be quite careful about how you write that and how you make people see it. And you can also use that with description as well, which is another big thing, I think, especially in young adult. Just in any genre, of course, as well. But you want the person that's picking up the book to be able to see it in their head when you write as well, and that's one of the most important things. But yeah, they're mostly all the different points I can make. You're going to have certain themes, like you might have some tragedy or mystery, you might have a kind of, maybe a slightly crime-based kind of story where someone's committed a murder and there's this young adult person trying to work out what's happened, or something's happened to one of your young adult characters in your story and they're trying to unravel why, which kind of reminds me of one of the books I mentioned in my video yesterday, of The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, which I mentioned in my to be read video, which I haven't read yet, but the blog, or the blurb, sorry, seems to give that kind of impression. But yeah, you just have to be careful about how you put out all these different things. But basically, if you think about, you've got character, plot, setting, description, and you think about how it links in with the genre and keeping people interested. And I think they're basically the tips I can give you about that. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting, and I hope that's helped at least a little bit. Let me know down below if you think it has or hasn't, or maybe I'll do another video in the future on a similar topic. Okay? See you later.